Speaking of another quarterback that is injured, coming off an injury, giving an injury update is our guy Dak Prescott over with the Cowboys, hoping to make that team good again. Make America's team good again is, I think, a slogan Jerry Jones
That's a
is
good one.
taking on. Maybe not, but he should probably put it on some Cowboy shirts. But or that sportscaster that retired a few weeks ago that we talked about that was ripping the
Oh yeah.
Cowboys. That should have
Oh
been his
yeah.
sign off for that day. But Dak Prescott, he says he's feeling great. Feels like he could play a game today and be very successful. So that's good. You got to love that as a Cowboys fan, Cowboys Nation, that your boy Dak's ready to rock. He's going through the injury process very well. I think Dak is a guy that could play with a pretty bad injury during a game.
Yeah,
So
tough.
for him to
Tough.
say like he could play a game today, like I think probably after like a month, of his injury, he would probably say a similar thing, because I do think Dak is one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, when it comes to just like determination, grit, that type of stuff. That's what I do think makes him a great leader in Dallas.
Yeah, for sure.
Is some of those components is like very similar to like a Russell Wilson type of guy, that is like
Yeah,
is just
that's a
like
great comparison. Yeah, for
he's
sure.
like elite, for sure, like a leader of that team. Like everyone's looking to him to make plays. I mean, they thought it might have been Ezekiel Elliott, but I think it's going to be more Dak Prescott moving forward, and it's really going to be up to him this year to make some big plays to really get that team over the hump that it's had the last several years of not getting in the playoffs, just being short, stuff like that. So I'm rooting for Dak. I hope his injury keeps getting better, or his injury process of getting his injury taken care of keeps getting better.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
definitely exciting to see that he feels like he could play
I
today.
mean, I'll tell you what, like I mean, shit, in that division, he better feel like he could go out there and win a game today. Like I mean, at the end of the day, I
Yeah.
think he's probably talking about throw anyone out there against me, but shit, in that division, man, in that division, that dude should be able to win a game on crutches. I mean, at this point, like
Yeah.
that's the thing about the Cowboys this year, man. Like he's healthy. Okay, cool. So he is healthy. You
Yep.
got Big Mike. You're in a fucking terrible division. Just an awful division. No one has any faith in any of the three other teams in that division. So, I mean, the reality is like this is it. Like you should do something. Like every year this happens with the Cowboys. Now, granted, he got hurt last year, so fine. I'll give them
Yep.
the benefit of the doubt. But he's healthy. He's saying he feels like he can play well. Like, I mean, what is left? You got CeeDee Lamb, right? Like at receiver. You got
Yep.
Ezekiel Elliott back there. Like
Yep.
the offense is ready to go. My thing is like,
They still have Amari Cooper too.
yeah, I believe so, yeah. And my
Yeah.
thing is like,
So
dude, like you got to be able to get it done then. If you're the Dallas
for
Cowboys, you
sure.
just have to. This dude's talking about, I feel like I
And
could go out there and win a game today. Yeah, man, you
yeah.
better. At least 6 of them cuz
Yeah.
your division is garbage.
And you know what? With 6 wins, you might be able to get in the playoffs in your
Yeah,
division.
exactly.
It's
Exactly.
possible.
The weirdest part about it is think about that division too. Like the recent history of that division is a damn good division. You've
Yep.
got two Giants Super Bowls. You've got an Eagles Super Bowl. All three of those are those were not guarantees. Those were kind of
Yeah,
improbable Super Bowls. Like
yeah,
that
and
division
those are
has
in the last
won.
15
Yeah,
years.
exactly. I mean, that's 20% of the Super Bowls in the last
Yep.
15 years are in that division, and yet in the years where they have it in outside of those years, like man, it is just a dumpster fire. Not to mention what you got going on with they have a team in that division that doesn't have a mascot. They don't have a name. Like that's an insane thing when you really think
Yeah.
about it. Like they struggled to have a like team win any games last year, like they as a whole division. So it's weird, man. The
Yes.
NFL is a weird league where you see this roller coaster, like a incredibly like competent division, right? A division that had,
Yep.
once again, we're not talking about this isn't 40 years ago. I mean, Donovan McNabb was consistently
Yep.
taking the Eagles
For
out of
sure.
that division
Yep.
into the NFC Championship game. What, 4
Yep.
years in a row? That's 20 years ago, maybe. I mean, it's not like this is
Yeah.
ancient history with this division, but as of late, man, jeez. So I think it kind of
Yeah.
points to what we talked about the other day with the Bears, where it's like football seems to be better when the Cowboys are at least competitive. And most
Yes.
most of the fans in the NFL do not like the Cowboys, right? Similar to the
Yep.
Patriots, similar to the Raiders. They have these really strong fan bases. Everyone else hates them, and it seems like when those type of teams are doing well, it helps the league, And so, man, I would like to see it.
Absolutely.
I would like to see it because I think it's better for football. But I'm certainly not going to wager any money on the Dallas Cowboys early in the year. So maybe that means I'm
For
calling Dak
sure.
Prescott full of shit because he says I'm out here, I'm ready, I can win some games, but so be it. A wild division nonetheless, though.
I don't know if full of shit is the right word, but he's definitely suspect at this point.
Yeah, it's like you got to show me that
Definitely
you can. Yeah,
suspect.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
And the thing with the Cowboys is like Dak Prescott, you're gonna have to go out there and you're gonna have to score 30 to 40 points a game to secure those victories.
Yes, yes, for
Like,
sure.
don't think that he come in and like, shutting teams down and holding them under, 20 points.